Do you genuinely believe you are a failure? Or have you simply repeated that lie so many times that it now sounds like truth? Tell me, are you really gonna stay here forever? Wasting your days, burying your potential, settling for a life that feels less like living and more like slow suffocation? But here is the question that should disturb you. Who taught you to think this way? Who convinced you that your chaos is permanent? Who whispered into your mind that this is all your life will ever be? Look closely at the people judging you. Who are they? They are ordinary people trying to make peace with ordinary lives. People who abandoned their dreams so long ago that they now mock anyone who still dares to have one. And now they want you to do the same. They look at your ambition and call it unrealistic. They look at your vision and call it foolish. They look at your hunger and call it immaturity. But pause for a moment. Study their lives. Observe their choices. Observe their routines. Ask yourself one brutal question. Is their life the blueprint you want to inherit? Because if the answer is no, why are you allowing their opinions to design your future? Look carefully at the life most people live. The alarm screams, they obey. The coffee brews, they obey. The clock moves, they obey. The sun rises, the sun sets, and another day disappears into a life they never consciously choose. Wake up, work, consume, sleep, repeat. This is the architecture of the invisible prison. And the terrifying part? Most people decorate their cages so beautifully that they forget they are trapped. They call it stability. They call it responsibility. They call it realism. But underneath those polished words lies fear. Fear of uncertainty. Fear of discomfort. Fear of becoming the person they were actually meant to be. And somewhere along the way, they hand that fear to you. They package it as advice. They disguise it as concern. They call it being practical. But practicality has buried more dreams than failure ever could. Ask yourself, is this the life you once imagined? Is this what your younger self stayed awake dreaming about? Was this the future you fought for? No! When you were a child, your mind was not built for cages. You didn't dream of surviving. You dreamed of creating, building, leading, discovering, becoming something so extraordinary that the world would have no choice but to notice. You wanted to build empires, to create art, to move people, to leave fingerprints on history. So what happened? One word, opinions. Not truth, not destiny, opinions. Rented thoughts from people who never had the courage to think for themselves, and somehow you accepted them. You let their limitations become your laws. You let their fear become your compass. You walked the road they pointed at because it was crowded enough to feel safe. But understand this, the safest road is often the slowest route to self-destruction. That road has been walked by millions. It is smooth, predictable, comfortable, and it leads to one destination: mediocrity. A life so numb that years passed unnoticed. A life where dream slowly decays into regret. A life where your greatest sentence becomes, I wonder what would have happened if I had tried. And that is a heavier prison that failure could ever be. For the next 60 seconds, forget what you are supposed to be. Forget your age. Forget your title. Forget your current life. Strip away every expectation placed on your shoulders. Now think like 5-year-old self. That version of you had no fear of judgment, no addiction to approval, no need for permission, only vision. Pure, fearless vision. That child knew something you have forgotten. You were never designed to live according to someone else's imagination. So reconnect with that voice. The voice that said, I know who I want to become and I will become one. Let them speak. Let them doubt. Let them laugh. Their opinions are nothing but shadows cast by their own fear. Other people's opinions are like laser pointers. They can project a dot onto a wall and tell you where to go, but they provide absolutely no light for the path you were born to walk. So light your own candle, trust your own mind, walk into the darkness, build in silence, create in secrecy. Let your discipline speak where your words do not. Build your castle brick by brick while the world is distracted. And one day, when your vision stands fully built before you, the same voice that doubted you will call it luck. Let them, because you'll know the truth. You didn't follow their light, you became your own.